Hi, everyone. Thanks for stopping by WKYC.com and our Facebook Live. Dave Chudowsky with you from a rooftop here in San Francisco. Jason Lloyd from The Athletic joins me. Jason, good to see you.
Not just any rooftop. This is a beautiful rooftop.
It is a beautiful rooftop. You're right about that. We're not in the East anymore, are we, Jason?
No, last night was proof of that. You know, the thought all along was, what kind of impact would Kevin Durant have on the series? And I think we found out real quick last night what kind of impact Kevin Durant will have on the series.
Boy, I'll tell you what, watching him last night, man, he looked excellent. He looked motivated. He obviously went to Golden State for a reason,
right.
Kind of like LeBron went to Miami and formed his powerhouse team. This is a guy motivated. He knows he needs that ring, and he doesn't want anyone to get in his way.
Yeah, well, also the Cavs helped him out quite a bit, too. When you are diving out of the way of the basket and allowing him a runway to get there, they got him going early. Kevin Love talks about this all the time, where if you get a couple inside touches and you see the ball go in the basket, you get your rhythm, you get your confidence, and then you back up a little bit, and then you start making mid-range and threes, and everything starts falling. That's what happened last night with Kevin. The Cavs blew some defensive schemes. He got loose for some easy dunks early on. He caught his rhythm, and off he went.
The problem, though, is, if you do let the Warriors shoot the threes and get hot from there, they could bury you quickly.
But there's a chance they could miss an open three. There's no chance he's going to miss a dunk when there's no one in the lane.
True.
And he's all by himself. You've got to stop the ball. I wrote this for today. It's basketball 101. Stop the ball in transition and then flare out to the shooters. Then worry about everything else. But you have got to stop the penetration, because if you don't, you saw what happened. But that is the problem that the Warriors pose. This Durant element keeps the Cavs from defending the way that they want to defend, the way that they defended last year and the year before in these finals with Steph. They've done to Steph what they did to all these other players, Paul George, DeMar DeRozan, Isaiah Thomas. Blitz him, double team him, get the ball out of his hands, make someone else beat you. They can't do that with Steph now because there's too much shooting on the floor. There's Klay Thompson, who's struggled but can still obviously fill it up from three. Kevin Durant, Draymond. So there's just too much shooting out there, and it has forced the Cavs to play Steph a little bit more straight up. Steph got going a little bit more last night. Steph has struggled against the Cavs in the previous two finals, but last night he got it rolling because of the single coverage that he was seeing.
Someone on here says, Ty Lue has 2 days to prepare. He spoke with the media today. Did anything stand out to you that makes you feel comfortable? And the Cavs making adjustments, because Jason, LeBron talks about it all the time, adjustments from game 1 to 2, so critical in a series.
Yeah, and Ty's pretty good at that. They're pretty good at making adjustments. He didn't say anything today that I didn't expect to hear, that, some of the turnovers were self-inflicted. Some of it was the Warriors. I thought the Warriors did a really nice job of playing the passing lanes, particularly on LeBron. They got a lot of deflections. They got to all the loose balls. They just out-hustled the Cavs. So, Ty said that everything that we've been talking about, we got to clean up the transition defense. They can't turn the ball over that much, as much as they did the other night. So these are all things that they feel are correctable, and they are. But will it make a difference? You can correct all that and still lose to this team. So do I expect them to play better? Yeah, of course, absolutely. I think they'll play better Sunday. Doesn't guarantee a win.
Yeah, wow, those turnovers, man, 20 turnovers. And we saw that last year in the first 2 games when they were down 0-2. They turned the ball over, and they corrected that problem as the series went on.
Yeah, Brown had 8 of them last night. He was a big problem. I thought defensively he wasn't giving the right effort. He was leaking out. He wasn't really contesting shots the way he should have been. He was getting frustrated, and I thought jacking up some threes just out of frustration. One of them actually went in when he matched Steph's on the other end. But he got beat to a rebound by Steph. Steph beat LeBron and Tristan to an offensive rebound. You can't have that. That can't happen.
What happened to Tristan Thompson?
Just didn't play well. I think the Warriors did a nice job. Teams have been doing this where they put 2 and 3 guys on him to keep him off the glass. He just didn't have a good game. He just flat out didn't play well. And I would expect a better effort out of him. Ty said they kind of had to go to their scoring offense, and that meant getting him out of the game, because obviously he's not very gifted offensively. That's not why they're paying him. Channing Frye is an option who really, he wasn't used in the finals last year either, because Ty just doesn't like the defensive matchups with Channing on the floor in this series. So, I wasn't surprised to not see him last night, but I almost wonder if they need to go to him.
I was wondering, do you think we might see Channing Frye, or, would they go to Williams at all?
Well, they could.
Possibility?
They signed Derek Williams with this series in mind. When they signed Derek Williams, the talk was always Golden State, Golden State, Golden State. He could be a factor for us for Golden State. Richard Jefferson played well last night. It would be that spot. Derek would take RJ's spot. But RJ was the best reserve they had on the floor. He was the only guy out there fighting. So I kind of thought, I wasn't sure what RJ would give him in the series, but I thought he was pretty good last night. So Derek would only come in if RJ struggles. And Channing, I don't think you're going to see Channing in Game 2. I think Ty's going to stick with it the way that it is for now.
He said no lineup changes today,
No line,
right?
yeah, that's the starting
lineup, right?
He could still change his rotation up, but not yet. I don't expect him to.
Someone on here said sweep, sad but true.
No.
But you think back to last year, we felt this way. I just on the 6 o'clock news that talked a lot about that. About how, remember, they were down 0-2 and we felt this way last year.
Right.
Difference is they didn't have Durant last year.
Right.
But still, it's hard for me to believe
it's
a
LeBron.
sweep. Come on.
It's LeBron. They're not going to get swept.
Yeah.
And he's got that streak. I can't remember now off the top of my head. He's got that streak of postseason road games, of victories on road venues, which is obviously back on the line again.
He's 1-7 all time in game ones of the NBA.
And the
Finals.
one that he won, they lost.
They lost.
Series.
Yeah, he's 3-0 when all 3 of his titles have come being down 0-1.
After down 0-1. Yeah, so this is obviously familiar territory for him. That is not reason to panic. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, that's the reason to panic.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that they lost last night, and I kind of said this to a couple people, and I put it on Twitter, I thought it'd be worse. I thought they were going to get their doors blown off last night, and I expect a much, much better effort, a much more competitive game on Sunday.
So do you think they win on Sunday?
I'm going to look like an idiot and say yes. I think they do. I think they come home with a split. I've thought that all along. I thought they get blown out in Game 1 and come back, figure things out a little bit more, get a little bit better effort in Game 2 and win Game 2, and then we've got a series. Now, if they get their doors blown off again in Game 2, we got problems.
Yeah. Well, but they got their doors blown off in both games last year.
Then have Kevin Durant.
Yeah, I know. That's the key. Hey, what time do you got? Do you have a watch, phone?
3:54, 6:54, depending on where you're at.
6:54, okay. Coming up here on Donovan Live at 7 o'clock, Jason joins me here from the rooftop, so we'll have more discussion. Make sure to tune in for that, and then I'll be live.
Giants game going on over there?
Yeah, let's. You know what? Let's give everyone a look here. So this is the kind of behind the scenes as they're getting ready. We're getting ready for the live shot here. The traffic in San Francisco. Jason, how do you feel about the traffic?
Oh, don't even get me started on traffic.
Yeah, you're a big fan of the traffic,
Y'all got to see
aren't
Chris
you?
Haynes yesterday on Channel 3 because I was running to the BART after the bus got stuck in San Francisco traffic.
Are the Giants home? I haven't even.
No, I want to go to the game the other night, and everyone wimped out because it was too cold.
Oh man! So now they're on the road.
Now they're on the road.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful shot. All right, so I got to go to a Giants game last year. It was incredible there.
Rub it in.
Incredible.
That's cool.
Have you been in there?
No.
Oh my
3
gosh.
years.
It's incredible. All right, we got to go. We'll see you again at 7, as I mentioned, and again at 11. For Jason Lloyd of The Athletic, I'm Dave Chudowsky. Thanks for stopping by, WKYC.com.